So, what it is, folks, man, what it is, man. Listen, this is what it is, Wednesday, January 7th. Got a midday stream. Gonna start doing these midday streams more often for y'all, as much as possible. So go ahead and run through these topics in real time as they dropping fresh out the damn oven, you feel me? Fresh out the oven, man. We got a little bit to talk about today, you know. We try to get to as much as we can in a couple hours. But there's a lot of topics we can get into, man. As you join in the stream, y'all already know how we go down, man. Join the chat, talk your shit in the chat because we do talk back. Like the video and all that good stuff. Let me know where you're from. I know some people may be at work right now, but all that good stuff, don't worry. I got you with entertainment as you chilling and trying to get through your day. If you on the way home, when you watching the playback, trying to get an understanding of what's going on, what happened today, I got you as well. But make sure y'all go ahead and like the video and all that good stuff. But I'm about to go through the run of the show in a second. Let y'all know what topics we going over in a few. Hold on, y'all can hear me double time real quick. And all right, that was quick. All right, man. So. We got a lot of topics today. About four main ones I want to get to. Man. So we got to talk about the Cardi B situation. Cardi B been talking crazy as hell online, man. She doubling down on the situation about drugging men in the past, how much she hate men and all that shit. We gonna talk about that, man. We're gonna talk about that as well as some more things, because this all comes in response to her getting backlash for her affiliation with Stephon Diggs. That's what's going on. All right, so that's the topic we'll get into. Then Joe Budden checking Akademiks for the Adin Ross disrespect. All right, so Adin Ross been talking crazy to Joe Budden, talking and doing all this shit after Joe Budden chimed in on a situation with Adin Ross and Doechii and Glasses Malone. So we're gonna tap in with that. All right, now 50 Cent and T.I. 50 Cent clowning T.I. because recently at a comedy show, T.I. bombed. So 50 Cent been clowning him all day on social media. And Lil Durk is reflecting. We're going to tap in with Lil Durk's situation because he posted a tweet. You're not really feeling too good about the people that's around him, all right? And Kenan Thompson's castmate or former castmate on SNL is talking. He seems very sympathetic. You know, he's speaking with regret about smashing Kenan Thompson's chick. So we're going to see what's going on with that and all that good shit. All right. But let's go ahead and get to the first topic of the day. And that is this Cardi B situation, man. So Cardi B, Begley's is on social media. She all, you know, keying and shit over here talking about her tour, saying that she's been spending so much money on her tour, she's run out of budget, and she may have to drop the bag herself on more things that she may want to do with her tour.
Second, I'm over a couple of millions on my budget tour. We redid the budget. So now it's just like, I gotta go find the fucking money, or I will have to put some of my own money for things that I want because I went over my budget. I feel like we keep doing the budget every other week and shit. So it's just like a lot. And then like on top of that, like it's a lot of dance moves that I gotta do, and I'm just ready to go home. I don't know what it is about LA. I don't like being in LA anymore.
She's supposed to more on it.
Now, I ain't no damn Beyonce, so don't be expecting none of that shit, Big Hetty. I don't got that budget money. I don't got that production money, but it's gonna be, bitch, I'm gonna give it all I got. You know what I'm saying? And I'm working hard. I'm popping it. You know what I'm saying? I'm working. So yes. This tour is catered to Barty Gang and to people that are not even Barty Gang, but are just some type of fan of mine or just want to come have a good time, bitch, because we're going to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? When I go to your fucking city, bitch, I'm going to be a fucking deal. You know what I'm saying? When I go to your city.
All right, so Cardi B, keying on social media, just like she wasn't on social media the other day raising hell. She was on Spaces on Twitter Spaces for like an hour long, bro. I did not watch all that shit, but I've seen some things go viral and some things just rub me the wrong way. Like, goddamn, what the hell, bro? I mean, I ain't really getting my feelings about this shit, but it's like, you know, it shows you a lot about a person that we pretty much already know about Cardi B. But let's walk y'all towards that point. So, y'all know the situation with Stephon Diggs that we talked about. He has the the chef, the BBL chef, right? The lady that he was going back and forth with about pay. We went in details about that. They had that dispute, but the lady said that before she filed the charges, or in the midst, or after she filed the charges, a girlfriend reached out to her, Stephon Diggs, to tell her to chill out with filing the charges. So this would cause Cardi B to come to social media. She said, not once has this woman said anything to me about being touched. Not once, mind you, we was talking every single day until she left that house, and she just wrote me this. But I'm going to let the courts handle shit. And when it gets handled, I want all y'all talking shit on your effing knees with apologies just as loud as the way y'all been harassing over a lie. And I put that on my 2-month-old son in the name of the Lord. That's how confident I am. All right, now, the text message that's allegedly coming from the chef that's filing charges about assault against Stephon Diggs, the chef says, I'm so sorry I can't talk to you. I didn't say that, especially in the way that it was written. Please contact my mediator and she will answer anything you need to know, but only in person and confidently. All right, Lynette. Now, after this situation right here, Denise, what's good? How you doing, man? Happy New Year to you as well. Appreciate you always showing love. Appreciate that. But all right, so Cardi, after this situation, she went on a bunch of different rants on Twitter just talking about people accusing her of being affiliated with Stephon Diggs, dating him, has a baby by him, and he's been accused of this. They was talking about her dad, and she was trying to clear up any false narratives about her dad having some badass allegations on his name as far as sexual assault on minors and stuff. So she was going in and saying, if I want to, I could really talk about people who have some real cases, real affiliations with real family members who's in jail right now for doing some nasty shit, or married to some people for doing some nasty shit. Alluding to Nicki Minaj. Like, we know the hell she's talking about. She's talking about Nicki Minaj, right? So Cardi B was talking all that shit. I'm not going through all those tweets because she did go on Spaces and said this right here about a dad to the Barbs and Tasha K right here.
I don't need nobody for no fucking attention. I don't need nobody to steal my shit. So I don't know, every single time that I fucking address shit, y'all be wanting to come up with that. Not over here. My shit's still on its own. Ain't no fucking thing. Ain't no mugshots, no nothing out there. And that is a fact. I don't play about that rape shit. I don't play that shit. I will kill a nigga with my motherfucking hands. Then you wonder why y'all fucking faces talking about fucking homophobic shit. Cause the shit that you be saying. And not this fucking poppy bitch ass. Everybody know who the fuck is behind this page. So if you don't want me to start posting pictures and your fucking information on my page and really make you go viral, stop playing. I want whoever be behind these fucking pages, look at yourself in the mirror and be like, I'm a fucking weirdo. I fucking make up lies because I'm fucking bored. I don't have no fucking friends. My family don't fucking love me. And I'm undeveloped. Walking around with motherfucking pink hair, being a fucking predator. My tour is selling great. Album is selling great. Nobody needs that for no fucking shit. Bitch, you gonna lose again. I promise you that. Bald-headed, obsessed bitch. That's how I be having these fucking people, though. Obsessed. They be fucking obsessed. Bitch, send me my fucking check so I could go buy me a fucking bracelet, bitch. Bitch, you're so fucking miserable and you gotta be coming online to harass people and lie about people because you gotta fucking take care of your fucking kids because your fucking husband is just fucking there. Your husband is your employee.
Swizz was good.
Facts. All mad bread to fucking to taxes. And that is a fact. Begging the IRS and shit. And that is a fact. But somebody said Erica fighting for her life trying to do Cardi makeup. I am. My dad never been arrested in life. You could look everything up about my pappy. Matter of fact, you could look up everything and anything up about my fucking family. Ain't nobody got no fucking weird charges on them. None of that shit over here, bitch.
All right, now, in the midst of all this shit going on, I don't know how the hell we even catch a stray ass mint. I don't know how the hell we catch a stray. But she was talking like this, and this is what the hell happened. Hold on. Let me let y'all see
I'm just saying, if he's drug and rob, I'll rob niggas again. I don't give a fuck. And I'll rob them for real. And fuck niggas. I hate men. I don't give a fuck. I hate men, and I don't give a fuck. I'll rob them motherfuckers. Dirty ass motherfuckers. She's drug and rob. I'll rob niggas again.
All right, so I don't know. It was an hour long. So within that, she doubled down on that situation. Now that we all know in the past, she's talked about drugging and robbing men, and every single time people want to give her sympathy, especially one of the men that give her sympathy, that comes up. That comes up because it's like, yo, why would we give her sympathy when she is not being held accountable for this shit? But then we have other people in hip hop that we have to throw the book at when it comes to things that they've done in their past to women. Where's the consistency? Where's the equality? What the hell is going on? All right. So I'm guessing someone brought that shit up, and that was a response. Now people in response saying this shit like this right here. I love Cardi. I'm Cardi as fuck. This look like a gay dude, you know, whatever. That be confusing me. Like, gay dudes don't consider themselves men. Like, when she says she hate men, she hates you. She's talking about you. She's talking about you. I'm pretty sure that y'all, and she says a lot of things about how she feel about gay dudes, especially the ones that participate in stand culture that hits you. It should be directly towards the way that y'all move. So it confuses me how they just omit themselves from this type of smoke. All right, but whatever. All right, so this person says she's too real and relatable because the way I used to rob my baby daddy when we would play in my face. I'm a fucking god and won't shut the F up about it. Trolling people in their faces. I love her unserious ass. It's just hood rat mentalities, following the hood rat ass chick, bro. Once again, let me play that bitch one more time.
I don't give a fuck. And I rob him for real. And fuck niggas. I hate men. I don't give a fuck. I hate men and I don't give a fuck. I'll rob them motherfuckers. Dirty ass motherfuckers. He's drug and rob. I'll rob niggas again. I don't give a fuck.
All right, so like I said, she's the hood rat. Not to be confused with a chick from the hood. The hood rat. Not to be confused or excused as well, you feel me? See, she projecting, to be honest, and ain't no damn excuse. She's projecting because she hates the men that she chooses. You see what's going on with Stephon Diggs, what was going on with Offset. She hates the men that she attracts. She hates the men that basically that settle down for her. That's what's going on. And based on who she is, the pickings may be slim as far as the great men that she possibly can attain. So if you dumpster diving for niggas, you gonna always get trash. That's where you search. But if your bait is trash, then what the fuck? Your results always gonna be trash. You got trash ass bait. Niggas that's not caught up in the BBL facade and all that stuff, they not gonna give a damn about everything once they look at you as a person and really examine the situation. For most people, you ain't nothing more than just a nut for a lot of men that respect themselves. And they may respect themselves so much that they won't even give you a nut. Shout out to them. I don't know. I mean, I'm in a relationship. But when I'm in my backsliding days, I don't know if I could be as strong as some of the fellas like that. But shout out to y'all. But this shit don't faze me when she say shit like that because it's obviously a projection based on her experiences. And when you see how she moved, you understand why she found herself in those positions because of the way she is. All right? Hood rat chick, it is what it is. It is what it is. But my thing is this right here, bro. I know how to count. I know how to do math. I know how to do math. All right? So this math just don't add up. When you try to factor in all the different men that she has been with versus the women that she has problem with, that always do her trash and do her dirty, it pales in comparison. The scale tilt towards the women, all right? The one man that she may be taking seriously for that one time, then you factor in all the women that comes into disrespect her marriage. You factor in the situation with the female rappers that she has all this beef with. I think the numbers just don't make sense. You factor in the person who she's always going back and forth with, Tasha K, and this shit don't make sense. How the fuck we catch the straight? But you right here going back and forth with Tasha K. What the fuck? But all right. So Tasha K was alluding to possible witness intimidation charges coming soon. That's what she was alluding to because she posted the information about the text message with the chef, all right? So Tasha K said witness intimidation charges coming soon. You can't contact an alleged victim on behalf of someone being prosecuted, allegedly. And that set off a rant from Cardi B attacking this woman who she claims was attacking her. Woman, not a man, I think. Well, she has kids, so she's definitely a woman. But all right.
And then look at this dumbass. Don't even know what you're talking about. First of all, I didn't contact nobody. They hit me up because they're ashamed for putting me in some that thing. But you know what? I'm not even gonna talk about it. You're just a dumbass. And send me my check. How about that? Because I haven't contacted nobody. I could put the whole text thread too to show you. Just a dumb. Send me my check, dummy. I can't wait. I can't wait. And I want everybody on their knees when motherfucking shit gets proven motherfucking right. Just a dumb. Send me my check. That's why you lost in the first place, dummy. Go some fucking here, dumb. And I got something coming for you too, bitch. Cause you've been being too fucking spicy on the fucking internet. Bitch, you gonna lose again. I promise you that. Just a dumbass bitch. Bald-headed, obsessed bitch. That's how I be having these fucking people though. Obsessed. They be fucking obsessed. Bitch, send me my fucking check. So I could go buy me a fucking thing. Or so I could go buy me a fucking bracelet, bitch. Just a dummy. Just a dumb bitch. Now, if I fucking show you that I ain't hit that bitch up, then what? How stupid you gonna look? But that's what you are, though. You always been a liar. You're gonna die a liar. When you die, bitch, when you die and you get buried, that's what you're gonna be known for. A lying ass, ugly bitch. Ugly from fucking head to toe, bitch, because even your fucking feet are ugly. Ugly bitch, shaped ugly, look ugly, bald as fuck, ugly feet, crusty ass bitch. Fuck out of here. Send me my fucking check, ho. Just a dumb bitch. When you die, bitch, that's what you're gonna be known for. Your legacy is gonna be a bitch that fucking lied. A weird ass bitch. The fuck you are. Obsessed bitch. And I got something for that bitch, for real. Cause me and my fucking lawyers is tired of it. But it's like, you think shit is a joke? Bitch, you gonna lose again. I promise you that. Cause one thing about Barty Gang, they just been collecting and collecting and collecting and collecting. Baby, I don't give a fuck where the fuck you hide that fucking money. You're gonna have to hide your fucking money in that asshole. Cause I'm coming for it. Facts. I don't give a fuck where in Africa you put it, bitch. I'ma find it. You better tuck that shit in your ass. Cause I'm gonna get that money. For sure. Where's my check? Pussy ass bitch. Always wanna talk all that shit. But got me fucking blocked on every motherfucking, on every app. Punk ass bitch. You want to talk shit, but got me fucking blocked on every motherfucking app, bitch. You're going to have to fucking hide that money in your ass, bitch. You're going to tuck that shit in your fucking pussy. Because I'm going to come for it. And I be chilling. I don't even be putting in a rush or nothing. I make sure my fucking lawyer go to that motherfucking court every day. And I got some new shit for you. So be worried for that. Bitch, you're going to die owing me. The fuck? You going to be in your fucking hospital bed owing me, bitch. I'm not playing. And if you think you're gonna be looking for loopholes, harassing the people that I'm involved with, I got another shit coming for you, baby. If you think because you don't mention my fucking name, but you're gonna be harassing the people that I be with, no, I got some shit for you. So be ready for that. You ugly ass bitch. Hey, bitch, we got something real fucking hot for that ass. Go talk to your lawyer about it. You know why bitches be so fucking miserable and they gotta harass people? Because no matter how much they front online, like they got so much fucking bread and shit, guess what? Your husband is dependent off of you. One thing about it, no matter what nigga I'm with, I never fucking bought me a motherfucking gift. I never fucking have to take care of no fucking nigga. And that's a fact. And that's a fact. Bitch, you're so fucking miserable and you gotta be coming online to harass people and lie about people because you gotta fucking take care of your fucking kids because your fucking husband is just fucking there. Your husband is your employee. Facts. All that money that you act like you got, bitch. All mad bread to fucking to taxes. And that is a fact. You out here begging the IRS and shit. And that is a fact. Begging the IRS to not take your fucking bread because you owe so much fucking money on unpaid fucking YouTube checks. And that is a fact. And one thing about me, I don't owe shit to nobody. This dumbass page gonna talk about she back on Spaces crashing out on a huge rant right now. I thought it was gonna be a new year, new Cardi. Bitch, who the fuck said that? Who the fuck said that? Who the fuck said that? New year, new Cardi, bitch. No. New goals to reach. Same Cardi. The fuck? Oh, these are cute.
It's been the same Cardi for years. For years.
And also, it's so funny because when was it? Like 2 days ago, I actually really did talk to my lawyer. A lot of people think that they could get away with harassing people that you're around with, and they're gonna this and that. Baby, you got something real nasty coming up. I promise you that. You think you're gonna be harassing and fucking making up lies about me, about my partner, and all this shit? No, bitch. Just because you're not fucking mentioning my name, bitch. Something. But you know what? I'm not even gonna say much. Just go talk to your lawyer and check how safe you are.
It's been the same Cardi for years. She's not too far from removed from what got her popping in the first place. She got popping from being a hood rat Instagram influencer. That what got her attention. So it's reinforcement to incentivize the person to be exactly who they are. So I'm not surprised by her actions, though. All this shit makes sense to me. I think you're more delusional to think that she's gonna be moving a different type of way, but when you look at who she is, the results make sense, you know? But all right, Tasha K did respond. I see y'all in the chat, though. SSAFTV was good. Danique was good. Talane was good. Keisha, Jeremy, what's happening? Black Cinemocratic, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? But all right, let's keep this thing pushing. Tasha K responded.
I'm very vulnerable. You know, I love showing my vulnerability. I think it's normal to show vulnerability. So I love getting on live. I ain't gonna say I love getting on live crying, but I love when I fuck up. I love when I'm emotional. I love when I'm happy. I love when I'm sad. Y'all get to see all parts of me. You know what I'm saying? And it's all parts of my 100% authenticity, you know, my original face, my original hair and hairline. Original, you know, and it will always stay like this, you know, my original body. I love being black. I love being a dark-skinned black woman. I love having a big round nose. I love how it shines when I'm on camera from being drunk. Like, I love all of these. My husband loves to rub noses with me. My kids give me nose rubs. Like, I love everything like that. I'm just saying, if I were like that. I'm very vulnerable. You know, I love showing everything
But the
about
fact
me.
that your husband is there with you at night.
He's upstairs sleep. He was like, Tasha, what happened against it? I said, baby, go to sleep. This has nothing to do with us. Like, baby, just keep working for me. That's all your job is to do. Just keep working for me, working for us. Thank you for having a vasectomy. So in case he did go out and cheat, there wouldn't be no side babies or anything like that. At least, I don't know that life. You understand what I'm saying? I don't.
That's why I don't argue with ladies. I don't argue with ladies right there. You see the type of shit they say to each other, bro? What? That's a direct shot towards Stephon Diggs. That's crazy.
Like, our kids were planned. You know, like we actually, like, you ready to have it? Yeah, I'm ready to have it. Okay, cool. You know, we're good.
What a woman lacks in strength, she packs in tongue. I hope you feel the strength from the tongue in the right way, in the preferable way as a man. If you know what I mean. If you know, you know.
I'm gonna do that. Like, everything in our life is like planned. Like,
not rebounds,
or I'm trying to, you know, or I'm getting with a nigga that everything.
But the fact that your husband is there with you at night.
He's upstairs sleep. He was like, Tasha, what happened against it? I said, baby, go to sleep. This has nothing to do with us. Like, baby, just keep working for me. That's all your job is to do.
All right. Anything else? That about it with this topic, man. But yeah, Cardi B, man. Cardi, I think your issues extend way more than just men. I think your issues are just with decision-making skills, you know? But your decisions that made you a millionaire. You picked your poison. Deal with it. Have fun. It's just a shame that you always coming on social media and ranting and seeming to be upset. You're up. A lot of people that's like you, come from where you come from, have your mentality. they don't enjoy the same fruits that you're enjoying. I don't understand why you pick all these battles and go do all this extra shit, man. Enjoy that shit. You ain't gotta throw everybody under the bus just because. And that's the thing about it. It's just easier to say that you hate men when you could say what you really want to say about other folks, but you know that shit is really gonna. You see the things that Doechii K was alluding to. She don't want to say those things because she know how that's gonna affect her bottom line. But it's just easier to talk shit about men. I get it. I know how things go, and that's why we caught that energy that you have right there. But all right. What's good? I see BTC Blizz in the chat. Demi by Nation on Twitch chat. Trapaholics CJ. SJ. My bad. Trapaholics J on Twitch. What's good? Who else? Sock Passe. What up, Zo? Over here on the YouTube chat. As you enter the chat, man, let me know you're here because we do talk back. Got a couple more topics to go to. Let's go ahead and move on to the next story, though. So, this Adin Ross situation has legs. It has legs, and Joe Budden obviously felt some type of way because he was talking about the situation with Adin Ross and Doechii. We've been covering it. I know everybody know what the hell going on. Everybody know what's going on. But y'all see the title of the video. The second topic of the day is Joe Budden ended up calling Akademiks depressing because he felt like Ak should have held it down more while sitting and talking to Adin Ross, who's, I guess, an op because you supposed to be my boy. That was Ak saying, all right? So let's see how y'all got to this point. Now, I forgot one clip. Because like last week, Joe Budden went off on Adin Ross. It was after the Puka Nacua situation. Where that shit at? The Puka Nacua situation. So, football player Puka Nacua was on Adin Ross' stream, and Adin told him he needs to do some little hand gesture shit. All right? That is supposed to be some Jewish anti-Semitic thing. I don't know, but that's what it said about it. The NFL was like, hell no, you better not do that shit, Puka. So Joe like, bro, why would you even put that nigga in that situation? And Joe went on a rant about Adin. So this is how things first started right here. Let me go ahead and play this clip. You cannot see the visual, but you will hear the audio. Let's go.
Is it a streamer?
Yeah.
One name with two names.
Two.
Start with an A.
Start with an A.
Yeah. I don't fuck with that little white boy.
He's horrible.
I don't fuck with nothing about him.
See the Puka shit?
Yes, I saw the Puka shit. That's what has me on it like that. Like, I feel bad for Puka. Puka Nacua went on Adin Ross's stream. Puka's had a tough week.
Yeah.
Oh.
He went on Adin Ross's stream, and Adin Ross was teaching him a touchdown dance to do for when you get your next touchdown.
Okay.
And the touchdown dance was some anti-Semitic hand gesture that Puka did on the stream.
The Hitler shit?
No, he didn't do.
No, not that.
He didn't do that one. He did another one. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
But
Nobody do it.
And that shit just made me think like you teaching a nigga how to do some anti-Semitic shit. It's like, and then you see how he treat black folks and his friends, how they are as black folks. It's like, you see guys, I'm self-hating. You could be self-hating too. I'm self-hating towards Jewish people. You could do the same damn thing with your culture.
Please. But he didn't know.
He had no idea. He's just like, okay, this is what I do.
So Adin Ross knew.
Of course.
Adin Ross be knowing. There's a little clique of those racist little white fucks. The racist little white streamers.
Playing games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm telling you.
So Puka's had a tough week. He had to issue a statement saying, I had no idea that hand gesture meant XYZ. I'm sorry anybody I've harmed.
That's a really fucked up thing to do.
And I just don't fuck with him, yo.
That's crazy, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't fuck with him
Bro,
at
that
all,
shit,
yo.
you know how, how much shit that could have affected?
Adin Ross he went on Logan Paul's podcast. I don't be in the white people business. But him and the other little racist white boy, Steve Will Do It. Logan Paul wasn't playing none of that racist shit.
Good on him.
Homeboy said something, Logan Paul said, yo, get the fuck out. Get up, get the fuck out. I'm not going to ask you again. I'm going to remove you myself. It's going to go a different way if you don't get the fuck out of my face right now. Yeah. Like they thought he was playing. Like they thought he was like, hey, what you mean? Nah, all white boys ain't on that, dog.
Real shit.
All white boys ain't on what you on. Nah. Anyway, I'm sorry.
All right, so Adin Ross responded to Joe Budden saying this right here.
That who
I'm Jewish.
Did on the stream
the Hitler shit?
No, he didn't do that. He didn't do that one. He did another one. I'm not doing it.
Do it. You guys can't do it because you guys are owned. Straight up. You guys have sponsors that'll drop you the next day. You're scared. So guys, remember guys, it's okay to talk down on white people, but if it's Jewish people, it's a problem. Right? You guys are pussies. You guys are actual pussies. You're scared. You can't talk about what you want to talk about. You're not real.
But
all right, so after the situation that popped off with Glasses Malone and Doechii and Adin Ross as well, Joe had this energy right here for let me find that clip real quick. Give me a second. Thought I had to pull it up. But yeah, basically Joe Budden was like, Adin Ross, Glasses Malone situation, I wouldn't mind if that nigga get hands put on his ass. All right? Not on his ass, but put on him. Let me find that clip real quick. I should have had this ready for y'all, my bad. Because Adin was talking spicy. Give me a second. I should have had this. Here you go.
I'm rooting for Glasses Malone to get all the Crips together to beat up homeboy. I am. Sorry. Because I think that's who she was talking to in the song.
Yeah. I didn't know at first.
She was talking to Lil Fuckity Fuck.
The more I looked into it, she was directly talking to him.
Oh, no shit.
Because he said some wild shit.
Yeah, he said a bunch of bullshit.
Oh, really? Wild shit, yeah.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
And then there was some back and forth after she put the song out. And I like Glasses Malone saying what he said, and hopefully he meant it.
And BTC Blizzy say, how you got a punchable face and a voice? Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. All right, man. So, Adin Ross was saying shit like this in response to Joe Budden after that.
To people that don't understand, guys, Doechii came at me first.
Lies.
I want to make that very clear. I'm out of my own business and shit like that. She came at me.
Not bad. Goddamn. Refresh this, but that's fucking cap though.
People that don't understand, guys, Doechii came at me first. I want to make that very clear. I'm out of my own business and shit like that. She came at me very first. And you guys can say it wasn't intended to you. It was. Complex posted that. These major PR places, they have a whole PR team chat. They tell Complex and shit what to post. That was a PR hit piece against me. Facts. Chat, you guys know this shit because you guys are into the clipping world. So all these little dumb old heads, it wasn't towards that white boy.
Can you please stop talking about Doechii while I'm in the camera? They're calling me a coon. They think everything's about race, my nigga. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, literally. I don't just come at black women. I come at Mexican women, I call white women.
Like this, my nigga.
I call all women, I come at all dudes. Also, Joe Budden, you're a pussy. Fuck you. Let's link up. You know where I'm at. I got police with me too.
He didn't even go to Gravedigger Mountain when Youngboy told him to, so you can't even take him.
I ain't gonna lie, Joe Budden, I got police with me and I'm in your city. What's good? What do you want to do?
Hard. Sham NYC facts.
Joe Buddy, you hear that police? They're with me, buddy. Come do something, bro. Fucking old fuck. Feed your kids.
Yo, bro. God.
Fucking old fart.
All right, so to continue, Adin Ross and Akademiks were sitting down. They had this conversation right here.
Feed a bill on bended knee.
Oh, I'm not folding at all.
So what did Joe Budden say? Why is he mad?
I think he's upset because his podcast doesn't get views anymore unless he talks about Drake.
He's lit.
No, he's not. And I think he's not. I'll be real. When was the last Joe Budden clip you've seen if it's not Drake or me in the past year?
It's a different devil. On Logan Paul when he was buying OnlyFans.
You're right. There you go. So that's my point to you guys.
Why do you look at me like that? That was recent.
These guys are getting 20 likes on Twitter.
Okay, but so what is he saying that you're a culture vulture? What's the attack? That song was good, by the way. That song, nonstop.
He's just saying this white boy. And once you do that, you might have the backings of whatever community, but you're really losing because you're.
Bruh, they just be saying shit, dog. With no merit, no facts behind nothing. They just be saying shit. I can't take nothing they say seriously. But whatever. All right, so in response to that, Joe Budden made a call to Akademiks. Because he's like, you supposed to be my boy. And this nigga talking crazy. What the fuck going on? All right. So once again, you just gonna hear audio. Here goes a conversation between Joe Budden and Akademiks.
I should be saying it the other way around. Joe Budden.
Listen, I'm on. Let me let you know. First of all, Happy New Year.
My bad.
I'm on that. I'm live.
We can get to the Chick video because Chick's got Akademiks, his side. But first, I got Joe Budden speaking to Ak directly. Hold on.
Yo, can I speak to DJ Akademiks?
Good over to it.
Can I speak to DJ Ak? Is this DJ Akademiks?
I should be saying it the other way around. Can I speak to Joe Budden?
Listen, I'm on. Let me let you know. First of all, Happy New Year. I'm on the. I'm on the air, so don't say anything that can incriminate yourself or myself. But I just wanted to give you a call. You know what I mean?
How's everything been?
I mean, everything is great, especially my Wi-Fi.
Oh, nice. Hey.
I gotta tell you, I'm seeing some things. I just wanted to know, like, everything cool? We cool? We good?
Oh no, of course, me and you were good, but I need, I like when my friends get along. All my friends get along. I gotta squash this you and Adin thing, man.
Man, fuck that nigga. I don't give a fuck about him. I'm calling about you because in some of these clips I'm seeing, I mean, I just don't know. It's looking. I'm not hearing my man say, "Yo, I know Joe. I love Joe. I've worked with Joe. I made history with Joe."
That's all.
We ain't just about to just keep talking about Joe any type of way around me. Now, that's what I thought I would hear.
No, and I completely get that. But you do know, all right, there's a little bit of understanding for, like, especially with Adin, because I've been the person that I felt like the people maybe not in my demo have all ganged up on. Right?
No, I heard you say that. I heard you say it.
And that's that understanding I have. Obviously, he's going to say, like, he feels it's a little petty and personal. He's going to be like, well, Joe is irrelevant, which I think last night he said. I was like, no, that's not true. My man's pretty lit.
But you go to that demo over there, you get ganged up on over there, you let they stupid ass narratives go. Talking about his podcast doesn't get any views, no traction. So you get ganged up on in hip hop demo. And then you get ganged up on over there too. What the fuck is going on?
I mean, that's okay. I don't no weapon formed. Right? Like, no weapon formed. Like, I don't care what anybody that I don't know has to say about me. So that's okay. But when I'm just seeing my man, my man is in these shots, let me call my man. Because some people, they're going to try to put a battery in my back, like, yo, action up. I'm like, no, not my man. He wouldn't do that. No, he wouldn't do that. But then I'm not seeing you say, yo, I love homeboy, yo, let's ease up on Joe.
No, of course. No, listen, you know that already, inherently. Even when I hear conversations about me on your pod, I know you love it.
That's what I'm saying. But tell them streaming niggas. Tell them
different personalities.
Let them streaming niggas know. I mean, because I'm not gonna get on Twitch or some shit. I ain't gonna be able to tell them. But tell chat, I love Joe Budden. That's my man's. Tell them, like, make it known.
Listen, I've said that pretty much every time we talk about what we do.
As long as you tell them that, I feel splendid. I feel great, man. God damn it.
Hey, well, a lot of people don't know. Listen, even going back to last year, which I think is just a peak, especially for independent, outlets like yourself and myself. Shit, me and you, we on the phone. We're ping ponging it. Pause. We're like, yo, listen, this is 1 and 2. Just we getting all the good shit here. You know what I mean? This is everyday struggle on different platforms. So, no, obviously, yeah. The only thing I will say is that, like, I'm like in like an interesting spot. I remember coming into the game and like a lot of the older folks, they didn't fuck with me. And it was just like, yo, fuck this guy. And I think they thought if you get Ak out of the way, like that whole wave is dead. And I always know that wave is never dead. Like right now on YouTube, there's a million acts. And when it comes to like people like Adin Ross.
Not a million acts, buddy.
No. Maybe not that, effective.
But I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah, but when it comes to like Adin, that's like also a different iteration. So obviously he's, I think there's a lot of I would love a conversation to happen because that's how Everyday Struggle started. Like I was supposed to be the guy who liked the colored hair niggas, and you were the guy who was into the quintessential traditional hip hop, and they put us together, and over 9 months we were basically kind of moving in tandem.
Tell Adin, tell him.
No, I think he's in that mindset. I think he's thinking when he hears you, you're like, yo, somebody beat him up, somebody do this. And obviously at that point, you know, anytime people hear anything about violence, they're like, where do we go from here?
And no one should be using their platform to spread violence. Like, I don't support that. I don't support that.
So, and also, I think that the Doechii conversation is an interesting one, right?
I didn't call to talk about Doechii or none of that. I came to call my man and ask my man something, and my man answered me, and that's it. I don't care about none of this
Who's in your ear,
hip-hop
Joe?
shit.
Somebody, hold on.
The Redditors.
Oh, you can't listen
The
to
Redditors.
Like, come on.
The streamers and the Redditors. I don't normally visit. I don't visit that part of the internet most times, but it did come across my desk, and I haven't spoken to you anyway, so it's good to hear from you. Good to hear from you.
So, well, let me categorically state it on the record, like I've stated off. Joe is always my man. We accomplished history together. He's been a close friend to me, but also he's given me great advice. He's been somebody that's been there for me through thick and thin. And one thing, and this is what I always say, even back at maybe the past iteration of your podcast, it's different when Joe says, you know what, ask my man, but he's wild in here. Because I know you, I know your character. And even if you say something that, you know what I mean, I have to take it like, you know, not the thing I wanted to hear. I know you got my best interest at heart. So, you never see a world where it's Akademiks versus Joe Budden.
I'm glad that you know it. Same on my side. I love you. I'll call you when I'm not on here.
All right. Come on.
One.
All right, so this was Akademiks' response over here. We've talked.
Oh. Hey, fuck you motherfuckers over at the Joe Budden Reddit. So I'm outside today. I'm building my sauna. So I built this nice structure already. Like, y'all see me with the excavator. I got all type of tools in the backyard. I'm doing my thing, people. You feel me? So now I've gotten to the point, like, we built it up, and well, not me, and now I'm laying out a deck. It's all cedar. I was buying some more shit today. It's gonna be delivered tomorrow, and I realized I'm paying $28 for like a 12-foot piece of like premium cedar, like, you know, 2x6. But it looks good. But I'm like, damn. It's kind of expensive, I think. I don't know. Anyway, I'm outside doing my thing. Okay, I keep telling you that's how I get my little workout. I know some of y'all gonna be like, nigga, you ain't working out, man. You're on that Ozemp. Fuck it. Cool. But I get a call from Joe Budden today. Yeah, today I get a call from Joe. Joe's on the podcast. Now, usually when I get a call from Joe, he's not on the podcast. The calls I get from Joe, we kind of shoot the shit. We rap offline. Why? He's going to be privy to certain things. I'm going to be privy to certain things. And one thing me and Joe have always had in common, we share information. You know, going back to the Everyday Struggle days when he was hell-bent on leaving. And, you know, they didn't tell me he was leaving, but they were coming to me with offers. He told me, hey, listen, I think I'm going to bounce. And I also told him, hey, this is what they're offering. And, you know, we both got on the same page, which was actually beneficial for both of us. Because he definitely told me, he said, yo, hit these motherfuckers over the head. You're the only show in town. They can't do nothing. So me and Joe has always had a great relationship. I don't know if it's the Adin Ross stuff or whatever recently. Joe called me today, and if y'all watch this podcast, I guess it'll be out tomorrow. And he's like, yo, I'm on the Joe Budden podcast. And I'm like, I've seen this, but you've never done that to me. You usually just invite me there. Why? Because I'm in Jersey. But I don't know if I'm welcome at the Joe Budden podcast right now because, well, me and Mark, I think we're cool. But, you know what I mean? At first, he was bucking crazy, but he chilled out. But the other masculine, man-looking bitch over there, the Mona, the crackhead one, me and her don't get along. You get what I'm saying? I'm waiting for her to die of an overdose. So I'm like, maybe I'm not welcome because he got some new guests that don't fuck with me. I fuck with Flip. I fuck with Ish. I fuck with the rest of them, but yeah. So I get the call. And the call, Joe says to me, yo, Ak, I'm on the Joe Budden podcast. I'm like, oh, shit. What up? I never know I was a phoner. I thought I was if you got to talk to Ak, you'd be like, yo, Ak, pull up tomorrow. And I do pull up. I do pull up. But he wanted to have a phoner today. And he said, Ak, I just want to make sure everything's good. I said, what do you mean? He said, well, I've seen some things. I'm like, what have you seen? And he said, you know, I've seen a bunch of things that I don't know where you stand with me. And I was really shocked when he said that because me and Joe, we locked in. Put it like this. You remember them bum-ass niggas, Ruri and Millie Mo. I destroyed Ruri's life and Millie Mo, he's just Jay-Z's pre-com, right? when it was that time, Joe was given certain criticism as well, but Joe's my guy. Like, me and Joe, we have a rapport. If Joe says something, you who don't know me, who has no accolades, no experience, and also who is jealous because I did a show with Joe, Everyday Struggle, I'm going to take what you're saying differently. Anyway, so Joe called me. He's like, I want to make sure we're good. And I was like, why? He's like, I'm seeing some stuff. So what do you see? So I'm seeing you around people. And I feel like he was dancing around. He didn't want to talk about Adin. He was like, I'm seeing people talk about me. And you're not kind of like bucking up like I feel like you should. Like, you're not saying, hey, that's my man Joe. That's my man's. Relax. Calm it down. Simmer. Which I agreed with him. I do agree. Because him and Adin's been going back and forth. I think you guys have seen that. But truthfully speaking, I understand he has a bunch of people on his podcast that not everybody likes me. I think Ice likes me, I think. And Ish, we're like, those guys I'm really cool with. I really like them, by the way. Thought they were the best replacements for the bums. Rory and Millie Well. But Mark, I haven't talked to him in person. Flip is cool. Is Melissa still on there? No, I think she's out of there. But then they have like this crackhead chick who talks a lot. I don't know. When they give their hateful comments about me, I don't expect Joe to be like, yo, don't talk about Act like that. That's my really close friend who we've done the best hip-hop show of all time. No, I understand that Joe doesn't personally feel like that, but he has a platform and he has a different bunch of people. And, he might shoot back some light, not necessarily defense, but just, at least give some answers to what these people are saying or at least some defense, I guess. But I don't expect him to silence people, right? Like the crackhead chick, the meth addict, what's her name, Mona? If she says something, I don't expect him to edit it out.
That's a fair point, but I don't know why he didn't say that while he was talking to Joe, though. Had the back and forth.
So when Adin said whatever he said about Joe, of course I don't feel like that about Joe, right? Like Adin yesterday, we were at some place in New York. He's like, yo, Joe's irrelevant. I'm like, no, he's not. Joe's pretty lit. But I'm not going to sit here and just defend and be like, no, you can't talk about Joe. So I've thought that's, what it is, par for the course. But for whatever reason, Joe called me today and Joe was on the podcast, but he felt like he was wondering if maybe I don't fuck with him. And I was like, no, Joe, that's not the case. I rock with you. You're always my guy. But of course, like, I rock with Adin too. And obviously I would like for you and Adin to be friends. He said, fuck Adin, by the way. I'm like, all right. But if you guys can't be friends, I can't like tell him he could never talk about you. Or I can't tell you can never talk about him. I don't have that power. So anyway, the conversation I had with Joe today was primarily about, he said things were getting in his head that maybe I don't fuck with him. I said, what? Now, this was very, very like interesting to me because Joe is one of those people that I feel like he's never listens to the crowd. He goes by what his own analyzation is or analysis. And he admitted to me, he's like, yo, I'm listening to the people. And I said, who is telling you this? I thought maybe it was one of his castmates or his co-hosts. He's like, no. He's like, I've been listening to the Reddit. I said, no fucking way. The Reddit? Bro, like with all due respect to all y'all niggas on Reddit, I don't read my Reddit. My Reddits are straight losers. Like, it's the niggas who like, they've been obsessed with me and I've been just looking at them like, this is now turned to odd because there's nothing complimentary here. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with Joe. Like, they want to see destruction. They want to see a fire. They want to see a dumpster fire. So I was actually shocked when Joe said he was listening to his Reddit and that got in his ear to make him ask me today if I rock with him. Joe, like I tell Adam and I tell everybody else, your Reddit is the weirdos of your audience. That's like the weirdest people. Y'all got to get on Discord, normal people. Look at your comment section on YouTube, normal people. Usually a Reddit is there to see your Reddit. I guarantee the Joe Budden Reddit is most active when it seems like the podcast is going to explode. They're not active to watch you like really do good and accomplish great things. Fucking haters. You know what I mean? So I've never liked any Reddit audience. I've never seen one that's good. But yeah, Joe. And I guess I'm beating him to the punch because he's dropping it at midnight, right? Or it's probably out now. Or maybe it's on Patreon. Hopefully not. Joe, I love you. I wish you and Adin Ross could get along, but if you guys can't, I will love both of you in different corridors, right? I do it in rap. I love 6ix9ine and I love 21 Savage. Don't look like it'll be anytime soon I get them both together to be friends. But I could love both, right? It's all good. We'll talk about a bunch of stuff, including I see the shirt. Free.
All right, so as I'm listening to this shit, seeing what Akademiks has to say, I understand his position, and it keeps coming down to the same thing, man. Keeps coming to the same thing, man. These niggas that Ak loves to align himself with are anti culture, anti-hip hop. They want to go against the grain for every damn thing. He himself sees himself in them. And often he aligns with their thoughts on shit. So he knows what he's doing. He gives a little light pushback for his own credibility, but he lets them cook. He's not gonna correct them when he knows they're wrong. He lets them cook because they help him. They help him go even further with messages to go ahead and tear down whatever ideology that's going on, whatever the popular talking point. He wants their angle to become the popular talking point because it strengthens him and who he is and how he stands in the culture. You feel me? That's obviously he knows Joe Budden's his weight that he carries with his platform, but he says one little thing and let them go ahead and keep talking shit like they was actually cooking when he was sitting down with Adin Ross and other buddy Sneaker, while they just say stupid shit that no one with the damn brain that understands hip hop will let that shit slide. The stupid shit that he let slide about Doechii, any in every fucking body, he knows better, but he also knows that he has people joining him in his fight against the quote-unquote cool kids. That's what's going on with Ak. So Joe, it's more than just him checking to see, are you on my side? It's are you on our side? Are you on our side, Ak? Because I see where you rolling and who you sliding with. But y'all know the answer to that question already, man. Y'all know the question, answer to that. Keisha says Akademiks playing both sides sometimes. He played both sides a lot, man. Play both sides a lot. It's what's ever more convenient to him as far as, you know, what he want to push and who he's cool with, man. But all right, that's that right there. Let's go ahead and move on to the next topic, though. So, man, what the hell? What? I don't know about this 50 Cent and T.I. possible beef. I didn't know there was any smoke, but all right. Y'all know T.I. doing comedy. I know he had a comedy special that he recently put out. I think it was around Christmas or something. I didn't see it. Some people say he's funny. Some people say he isn't. I may check out the comedy special when I get some damn time. All right. But 50 Cent posted this right here from the T.I. comedy special. Let's go ahead and hear this. Well, I don't know if from the comedy special. I think it is because he had a little the Eddie Murphy outfit on. But let me show y'all this real quick because he put, "Damn it, man. It looked easy, but it's not easy at all." Let's watch this real quick.
You and 50 got a beef?
The man was fighting a Rico. A fucking Rico. I'm sorry. Hey, white people, Young Thug is a rapper. He from Cleveland Avenue. And his name don't sound like much, you know what I'm saying? But he's held in high regard within the community, okay? He's a national treasure. All right? Yes. Responsible for many Negro spirituals. You hear me?
All right, so like I said, the caption that 50 Cent posted was, "Damn it, man, it look easy, but it's not easy at all." And I ain't gonna lie, bro, like homie says up here, I can tell they muted the crowd. 50 starting to look bitter, man. This is the edited clip. They took the crowd sound out. I seen the original clip. You could even hear the crowd a little bit, so he's purposely trying to take shots towards T.I. Why? What's going on with 50 Cent and T.I.? I don't know the hell going on, but all right. So 50 Cent also been posting some more shit about T.I. And if y'all know where this shit stems from, tell me, because I can't recall.
You and 50 got a beef or something, man? Because I seen a post today where they were saying that you were supposed to be in, I guess, one of the Power, what's the name? I guess 2 of the actors on the show said that you were actually supposed to be on the show, and then they replaced you with Method Man, and they weren't expecting it or something.
No, that's not true. 50 and I, we were executive producers on a different show.
Pause it for the music.
Show outside of the Power universe. But nah, man, me and 50 cool. I'm the only one who's not offended by his brass approach, and he's not offended by mine. So, you know, we play rough, but we ain't no issues. It's a mutual respect, though.
All right, so maybe it's no beef? Because 50 Cent posted this, but then he posted this about in the caption about Tony the Closer. He said everybody's a podcaster. That fool was doing real estate, you know. So maybe he's saying he just playing. Because sometimes it's niggas like 50 Cent or Tyrese, sometimes they be using they Instagram as meme pages, but you are you. So if you post a celebrity and something happening that's not cool with them, it look like you got some issues with them. So if you posting a damn edited out clip, that sound crazy, but he also posted this shit too.
Yo, Fifth, if you think that was bad, nigga, look at this shit. Went to the Barclays for a comedy show, Tip was there, and they violated, booed the shit out of him.
I'm gonna tell you why I say that. Celebrity a favor. Before you go approach these people, think about what the fuck you gonna say. You understand what I'm saying? I'ma tell you what happens. Imagine sit down in the family.
Niggas up there in the nosebleed violating.
And I see a motherfucker in my periphery doing shit like this.
Nah, they violating.
Alright, so 50 Cent in the caption says, oh, I didn't know it was going like this, bro. Why you think you do that shit, LOL? Alright, so let me look at the comments, man. We got The Game. Y'all know he don't like 50 Cent, but The Game is in the comment section saying he having fun and trying something new. Nobody hates on black people more than black people. Some more folks in saying never seen 50 hate on someone the opposite race. That right here says that video edited though. He better than me. I would have quit comedy in 0.5 and started performing my hits. T.I. still rich. His kids love him. His wife adore him. Then there's 50 Cent, rich and miserable. Keep going, T.I. Even the funniest people we see today on TV got booed before coming on top. He not funny at all. He way too serious to be a comedian. This video happened at the Barclays, and yes, that's me recording. I was there. They violated Tip, and you know that's more people saying about the situation, man. I don't know why 50 Cent got his energy towards T.I. I don't understand. I haven't seen T.I. do any stand-up comedy. Some people like it, other people don't. I just don't understand, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and check it out though. Whenever I get a chance, whenever I get some time, I'll go and check it out, see what the hell T.I. got going on, man. But we can go ahead and move on to the next story though, bro. So Lil Durk, man. Lil Durk got a lot of situations going on. I haven't been keeping update with all the things as far as updating y'all. I've been looking at shit, but I haven't been updating y'all with everything that's going on with Lil Durk case. But it's looking kind of crazy right now. It's looking real crazy, all right? So we gonna get to that. Hold on, let me pull these things up on the screen for y'all, dog. Give me a second. All right. Hold up. All right, so one thing that's interesting about the hip hop community now, or just the fans and reactions, everybody don't understand that they can enjoy everybody. It has to be a picking and choose, and it's either that person or this thing. Y'all ain't these niggas, bro. I don't get that shit. Y'all don't know these niggas. So I understand how people feel like you got to pick between listening to NBA YoungBoy or Lil Durk. Maybe some people just don't like one person's sound or the other. That's one thing. But if you want to involve yourself into the beef, that's crazy. That's crazy. But there are people that's actually in the industry, such as rappers, and some rappers who, when Lil Durk was out and about, they was making it really, really clear where their allegiance stood, and that was with Durk. But since he's been locked up and it may look like he may not ever come back, people saying that those guys are cozying up and getting closer and closer as possible, as close as possible to NBA YoungBoy. So people have been wondering what Lil Durk think about this shit. They post this right here where it says, crazy how you gotta wait until it's dark out to see who really with you. That's what Lil Durk right here said yesterday. So he feeling some type of way about something. Now, people could be thinking he's talking about what's going on out here, with the rappers not being there for him, but I'm gonna keep it G. I don't think this nigga give a fuck about that shit. I think he care about what's going on with his damn case. His case looking crazy, man. It looked like the person that was King Von's manager, Vonnie, OTF Vonnie. It looks like it may be a situation where he may be cooperating. I don't know. I'm speaking allegedly, but based on what's being heard as far as what OTF Vonnie got going on, he's not doing every single thing in cohesion with the other co-defendants. He's not even showing up to the same court date that they showing up to. So it seems like he may not be in line with their defense. He may have his own defense. He may have his own damn plea deal that he's going for. So people have been reacting to seeing what's going on with him and his case as far as that goes. Now, another thing, there's been a lot of news that's been going on, like separate different news. Like one thing that's Durk been on 23-hour lockdown ever since he got caught with the Apple Watch in his cell. So I know that shit hurt for him too. That shit got him pissed off for sure. So he's trying to be able to get out of that solitary confinement, because that's a situation I'm sure is crazy. And also it's a thing where his co-defendants are trying to push the trial back as long as possible. I'm not saying the longest possible, but until May. Lil Durk is trying to do his trial as soon as possible, January 20th to be exact is the date that I'm hearing that Lil Durk wants to actually do his trial. So people are wondering, all right, so what's going on with that situation? Some people said, I think they said that the other defendants were granted the extension, but Lawyer for Workers said that that's not true. Let me go ahead and see what he has to say. You gotta take what he has to say with a grain of salt, but this is just one person and their account of the situation.
Lil Durk trial has been moved are false. His trial, Durk Banks, is still scheduled to go to trial on January 20th. The government and some of the co-defendants have asked to push that back to March 26th. The judge still has to approve that. And what's going to happen here is the judge has to consider your rights under the Speedy Trial Act. Typically in federal court, you have 70 days to take a defendant to trial if you're the prosecutor. Now, what often happens is the two sides agree to put that time off because they both need time to prepare, file motions, whatever the case might be. In this case, Durk is saying, I'm not going to put the time off anymore. I want to go to trial. However, there's a law in federal court that if you're joined for trial with your co-defendants, then you guys all go together at the same time unless the court accepts your objection to your co-defendants putting the trial off or a motion to sever. In this case, what I expect to happen, you guys saw yesterday there was a filing from Durk's lawyers saying, look, he's being held in these horrible conditions in solitary, 23 hours a day locked up in a cell. I suspect they're going to file a motion to sever and object to putting the trial off, arguing that, look at the conditions he's in. He can't wait anymore. He shouldn't have to wait anymore. Those other guys aren't ready. He's ready. Go to trial. What will the judge do? Not clear. Very interesting point here. There were 6 defendants in this case. That means Durk had 5 co-defendants. 3 are asking to push the trial back. Okay, Durk is 4. He wants the trial to go. Okay, what are the other 2 doing? The fact that they haven't made any motion to push the trial back, and the fact that their trial is coming up and that they're not mentioned in the stipulation where the three defendants who do want to push the trial back are like, hey, the 3 of us want to push the trial back, Durk doesn't. What about the other 2? Nothing's being said about the other 2. What's going on with those other 2 defendants? What's their plans for trial? We will have to wait and see. There is a hearing today in the case. Unfortunately, I won't be able to attend, but I expect some significant news to come out of the hearing either later today or at some point in the coming days.
All right, so the people are alluding to those people possibly cooperating. All right.
The prosecutors in the Lil Durk case filed.
So let's tap in with this coverage right here from the Cuff Boys. Let's catch up together because the prosecutors allegedly put out some strong arguments, people are saying, where they say they have a lot of cooperators or some significant people that's going to cooperate that should lead to a conviction. Let's see what they got to say.
the prosecutors in the Lil Durk case filed a supplemental memorandum in opposition to defendant Banks' motion in limine. All right, Durk's team was trying to get rid of OTF evidence like the structure as a gang. Remember the prosecution saying it's a gang and not just a record label. In this document, they say Durk has multiple witnesses against him saying he paid them to murder this person. And they're going to testify at trial. So yeah, hit subscribe. Let's go. Our first name guy here. Government's notice of lodging under seal exhibits. So they're sealing some exhibits. And supplemental memorandum in opposition to defendant Banks' motion in limine. The government files a supplemental memorandum to provide the court with additional information related to the motions. The court will hear on January 7th. So it sounds like there's a hearing on January 7th in 5 days. As set forth in government's opposition, the related motions are based on an early preliminary disclosure of certain evidence the government intended to introduce at trial. The revised notice makes clear that the evidence described in section 1, quote-unquote, evidence related to OTF and Durk Banks' rivalry with TB, quote-unquote, evidence establishing the relationship between co-conspirators and defendants' admissions related to the scheme, is direct evidence of and inextricably intertwined with the charge in the second superseding indictment. So they're pointing out this evidence is important because it goes directly to what the accusation is, what the charges are. And now the government starts to shit on Durk's lawyers here. Defense counsel's arguments during the November 18th hearing crystallized the necessity of the disputed evidence. During oral argument on November 18th, counsel for defendant Banks underscored why government's proposed evidence is necessary to prove its case and rebut defendant's core arguments at trial, including that OTF is not a criminal enterprise, that the government's case is built on untrustworthy cooperating witnesses. Indeed, defense counsel rebuked one central witness as a documented liar, a manipulator, and fraud at the highest order. The government disagrees, and while the defense are free to make these arguments to the jury, they cannot be permitted to do so in a vacuum. As outlined in the government's opposition, the defendants cannot credibly dispute that TB and his entourage were stalked for hours across LA, and that SR was brazenly murdered by 3 of the stalkers. Remember, TB is Quando Rondo. The disputed facts and crux of the trial will be who ordered and participated in the calculated murder and why. The government's opposition explained that introducing evidence to establish the structure of OTF is necessary to show the relationship among the co-conspirators and defendant Banks' leadership. So that's a very important sentence right there. Listen up. Obviously, the government wants to put evidence in this trial that shows the structure of OTF as, you know, a gang. They're saying it's a gang that murdered people, pretty much, and put hits out on people, not just a record label. At some point, Durk's lawyers obviously tried to fight that, but, you know, I'm sure the judge is going to let that in. Not just over OTF's legitimate music enterprise, but critically, his...
But I guess it's different than the YSL one. They can just mention that they're a gang fleetingly. You know, they don't have to say it and prove it, or the jury has to 100% believe it. But if you're trying to paint a picture, then you could say that it's a gang, and that right there could poison their mind as far as trying to think that everything that's being done is a concerted effort. Obviously it is, right? But it's a concerted effort to the point that someone is making the call from up top to execute the kill on Quando Rondo's cousin. That's what they're trying to prove. But it is a record label. It is. It is. But we see this all the time, often, very, very often, where sometimes niggas be banging for the record label.
Knowledge of and involvement in OTF's violence. Consistent with the gang murder prosecutions across the country, the evidence to prove these facts will include the testimony of cooperating witnesses. So remember, there's some snitches afoot. People are cooperating. There's going to be witnesses testifying at trial, pointing fingers at people saying they did this. Yes, they did that. Straight up.
That's crazy, bruh. That's crazy. And people alluding to the OTF Vonnie nigga doing it once again. And it's like, damn. The only way that Durk is going to be able to shake it, if he's the person that's testifying, is having his lawyers say, nah, I ain't had nothing to do with that shit. And the lawyers are going to have to make a great argument that OTF Vonnie, if he is the person that's testifying, is the person that masterminded the shit, because he has his own vested interest in seeing the people that has something to do with his boss getting killed, which is King Von, because he was his manager. They have to paint that picture that he wanted Von killed just as much as I did, and he had access to money to do whatever he wanted to do with money, because, you know, that's how this shit just rolled. I didn't know what they planned to do. He was purchasing things on his own, and since he's caught up, he's trying to get less time on his plate and push it on me. That's what Durk, if that's the situation with Vonnie, that's what Durk's lawyer is going to have to say. Is Durk going to want to take that route, though? Is he going to have to take that route? He doesn't have to testify to do that. And also, you don't have to... The burden of proof is not on the defense, it's on the prosecution But I heard some shit recently. I can't remember who it was, but they said nowadays how court goes, you kind of have to have some type of narrative to feed to the jury to be able to get off on certain trials and certain situations. But this whole situation, everything that Lil Durk is facing, the only thing that's going to put him and lock him away for life is going to be these witnesses. That's what it's going to be. Everything else is kind of like vague, but it has to be sewn together by the witness testimony. So that's why the jury, the defense, the lawyers are trying their best to discredit the witness by calling them lies and shit like that, you know?
The jury, if they believe these people, that's what it comes down to. But the defense's job is going to go up there and to make them look like they're lying and they're pieces of shit and they are just doing it in their own self-interest, trying to get out of jail or something. The government's proposed evidence, including defendant Banks' text messages with OTF co-conspirators, threatening rivals, and recruiting conspirators to carry out those threats. It's critical to the government's proving its case and to rebut defendant's claims, including that OTF was merely and solely a benevolent music enterprise. It sounds like the YSL trial all over again. YSL was not a gang. It was a record label. Remember, boys? The government's proposed evidence also provides critical cooperation with multiple cooperating witnesses who are anticipated to testify the defendant.
Do y'all be feeling like us content creators be saying the same damn shit? Like you just go to the person you prefer to listen to say the same damn shit sometimes?
Banks ordered the violence in LA, use intermediaries, including defendant Wilson, to recruit others to carry out the scheme, and promise reward for carrying out their murder. Holy fuck. Multiple cooperating witnesses, saying Durk did for carrying out their intermediaries, including this, were anticipated to testify that defendant Banks ordered the violence in LA, use intermediaries, including defendant Wilson, to recruit others to carry out the scheme, and promise reward for carrying out their murder. Holy fuck. Multiple cooperating witnesses.
We already knew that was an allegation though.
Saying Durk did this. He hired his boys to go kill Quando Rondo in LA, but they killed Quando's cousin or whatever on accident. Crazy shit. Preventing these cooperating witnesses from testifying about OTF's connection to criminality would deprive the jury of information necessary to resolve the disputed facts in this case. If you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe. I appreciate the support. Back to the video, boys. Accordingly, the government's proposed evidence provides essential material context to show the co-conspirators' criminal relationship and corroborate the anticipated testimony that the conspirators acted at defendant Banks and his trusted intermediaries' direction. From the onset of this case, the government has never alleged that OTF is purely a criminal enterprise. Rather, the government's position is that a subset of members, including defendants charged in this case, operated consistent with the street gang. What did I say? They're going to say it's a gang and shit. They're trying to put evidence of that, obviously. As the discovery shows that during the relevant time, OTF operated both as a legitimate music enterprise with a group of members, including defendant Banks, Wilson, and Houston, who operated consistent with the street gang, seeking revenge and perpetuating violence on behalf of OTF. Citing United States v. Smith, a drug conspiracy case from 2002, the district court admitted that the evidence the defendant participated in a drug operation and purchased several kilograms of drugs from a leader. Evidence of prior criminal acts may be relevant in conspiracy cases to show background and development of the conspiracy. Prior criminal endeavors with the leader would help the government provide the background and development of the conspiracy. It would help explain why the leader trusted enough to include him in the risky scheme. Hold on, they're trying to show the jury prior criminal shit? Interesting. Contrary to counsel's claims, the evidence shows that defendant Banks and his close OTF associates, including the defense in this case, had rivalries, discussed violence against rivals, and took violent street action to settle scores with their rivals, including the LA murder defendants are alleged to have committed in this case. Defendants are free to argue that OTF was all about music, but the jury cannot be called on to resolve that issue in an alternate reality of limited and misleading facts. Jesus, bro. The court should deny related motions and permit the government to introduce disputed evidence at trial. Exhibit A, under seal. God dang it. Exhibit B, under seal. So they explained why they wanted these under seal, by the way. I'm going to read why those are under seal right here. United States of America requests this court seal the government's exhibits A, B, attached to the government's notice of lodging, blah, blah, blah. For the reasons described in the attack declaration, the above described documents discuss and contain identifying information of unindicted co-conspirators and or witnesses who participate in the government's investigation who may testify at trial, whose safety or whose family safety may be endangered by disclosure of identifying information. Sealing of the document.
Obviously, it's sealed because they talk about snitches. Obviously. At this point in time, Durk got to know cooperating at this point in time, right? Like, he has to know. Especially which shooter is cooperating, he has to know, right?
Document is therefore desirable because the government...
If Durk was actually ordered the hit, if he actually did it, he would know at least one person is cooperating.
She may be endangered by disclosure of identifying information. Sealing of the document.
Yeah, OTF Diddy just beat a murder case not too long ago. Yeah. Shit look crazy for these boys, man. But we gonna see.
is therefore desirable because the government believes that public disclosure of such information may endanger the witnesses or their family's safety and could cause others to attempt to intimidate the witnesses or their family. So there you have it. That's why it's under seal. They're protecting witnesses and their families from being threatened. And of course, the defense is going to say, like every other defense lawyer always says, there's no evidence of witness intimidation in this case or witness tampering whatsoever. This is horse shit. Shouldn't be under seal. But on December 31st, 2 days ago, the government informed defense counsel that it would be seeking to file these documents under seal. As of date, the government has not received any objection from the defense counsel. Oh, surprise.
I wonder, like, if this happens as well. You have, this ain't how shit used to be back in the days. If someone's snitching and if they going to snitch, it's like you find out way ahead of time. It's not at a trial you find out now. If it's a high profile situation, you know way ahead of time that person's going to snitch. So I wonder if it's like, if they release the information too soon, you may have a YSL Woody situation where once, I don't know what's the exact truth of things, but Woody claims he went up there and lied. I don't know if he lied. Or I don't know if he was going to tell the truth. I don't know. But I'm just wondering if those videos came out, made Woody think twice about cooperating once he realized how much attention this trial was going to get. And him like, nah, I'm not going to take that route and play it how he played it. That makes me think about that.
It has only been 2 days, and one of them was New Year's. So next thing I have here is, remember there was threats to the judge and to attorneys in this case for the government. Defense team is clapping back at that situation again. The question that they refuse to answer, barely even acknowledge, leaves a dark gaping hole in their response that should deeply concern the court. The question is, why not just tell the defense? Why did they withhold this information for 7 months? Why did they secret away the fact that the assigned magistrate judge has been subjected to multiple threatening messages, even when they knew the same judge would be presiding over the subsequent hearings? Why not give the defense a heads up when the assigned lead prosecutor to the case also received a threatening phone call just days before they presented to the grand jury on the second superseding indictment? The lack of direct response to any of these questions is glaring. The government references this issue without providing justification, only from a defensive posture. Defense cite no rule, statute, or case showing a clear basis in fact and law that the prosecutors in this case committed any misconduct by deciding to disclose the threats on October 1st, 2025. The government disclosed the threats when they became relevant to the case, when the government relied on the threats in support of its motion for an anonymous jury. Jesus, Drew Findling is not happy about this. When the government becomes aware of the credible death threats directed at presiding judge or lead prosecutor in a pending criminal case, it has a duty as an officer of the court to disclose the information to defense before pre-trial hearings, especially substantive ones dealing with the accused's liberty, even where the magistrate judge personally received the threats. Undisclosed threats against a judicial officer create an objective appearance of impartiality, concern that the defense are entitled to raise and litigate contemporaneously, because due process protects not only against actual bias, but against procedures that undermine public confidence and judicial neutrality. Jeez.
I mean, I just wouldn't think that the judge wouldn't have some bias eventually if the person's fan base is coming at them with death threats. And we know there's a lot of little snotty nose kids that's from the suburbs, don't know, doesn't matter what demographic they may be or race they may be. There's a lot of kids that ain't gonna bust a grave like the BTC Blizzy. It wasn't BTC Blizzy. Somebody else said that shit in my comment section about somebody. These niggas ain't gonna do shit, but they talking shit. So the judge is gonna have some bias about this nigga's fans and the energy that they bringing. So they gonna be like, oh, they probably on this street gangster shit anyway. It may influence the way that they rule on certain things, you know?
Big ass words. Basically saying these motherfuckers have a duty to tell the defense. And they set a case too from 1987.
And I guess they didn't tell the defense that was going on.
Old as shit. By withholding notice of threats while litigating detention and other pretrial matters, the government deprived defendants of option to seek recusal and or other protective relief at the moment judicial discretion was exercised, a structural due process violation that cannot be cured after the fact. Jeez. That's some crazy shit right there.
They want the judge, they like, you need to give us a chance to get this judge up off the fucking case. Because now the judge is going to have some bias, no matter how much the judge may say, nah, I ain't biased. You're going to have some bias if you was getting death threats.
Boy saying it's a due process violation and can't be fixed, pretty much. To make matters worse, this suppression of relevant information and non-disclosure was not limited to a single prosecutor like Williams, but instead was institutional in scope. This conduct strikes at the heart of fairness of these proceedings and warrants dismissal. The government attempts to recast the defendant's position as one that asserts the government was quote-unquote required to provide the defense with immediate updates about investigation into threats or improper attempts to influence individuals connected to this case. The defense has never made such cavalier suggestion that there was an immediate duty. Instead, at the very least, the government had a duty to disclose this information to defense prior to substantive hearings concerning defense liberty and pretrial motion hearings. Rather than disclose as required, the government suppresses information from defense for several months, allowing bail hearings and other substantive motions to go forward without so much as a word about literal death threats to the tribunal, the courthouse, and lead prosecutor, who is responsible for making tactical, strategic, and charging decisions in this case. The government's repeated attempts to minimize the threats fails when one considers the plain reality of the situation. An anonymous caller seemingly tied to the defendant, in this case threatened to shoot up the prosecutor and burn down the courthouse if the defendant were sentenced to life. With that in mind, the magistrate judge made material rulings in this case, and the prosecutors argued the defendants were dangerous.
Goddamn, boy, I ain't gonna lie. I love Lil Durk music a lot. I don't like it that much to crash out that much, boy. Y'all motherfuckers crazy. And it's like, bro, y'all don't understand how this gonna make shit worse for the nigga. Y'all gotta chill out, man. But it's usually, like I said, the privileged kids that just talk shit just to talk shit, ain't gonna do nothing behind them words.
Oh, I get what they're saying. So they're saying this like swayed the judge's mind. That since they're getting death threats, this shit's all dangerous. He can't get out on bail type shit. I get what they're saying. It's a little bit of a reach because I think anyone charged federally, sadly, no matter what, these charges are too serious to get bail, right? Like, has that ever happened in a federal case? You're charging murder for hire, you're not getting bail. I feel like that never happens anyway. So magistrate judge's partiality could have been discussed at a hearing, but government withholding information, the defense was unable to raise a question. Defense was also prevented from making tactical and strategic decisions about seeking recusal and or disqualification of the court or counsel at the time. The government is satisfied by their hypothetical might have happened or even probably happened scenario, but assumptions don't protect against constitutional violations. Even if the magistrate judge was not made partial by the threats, as the government contends, the issue still should have been resolved through briefing and or evidentiary hearing. The government is avoiding all responsibility for its own failures and hopes this court will close its eyes to the irreparable harm done to the defendants. At the very least, the prosecutors overseeing this case should be disqualified. Jeez, bro. This trial's apparently set for January.
Alright, so they tried to hit like you said, the trial is set for January 20th. We still trying to figure out what's going on. They tried to hit a buzzer beater with getting the trial dismissed, but they did not dismiss based on that motion right there. Based on those things argued, it did not work out for him that way. But man, I don't know when it comes what's going on with this little situation. All right, now I was talking about this. Someone purposely took me way off, way out of context, and they keep saying this shit. Keep talking about this shit on my platform or in response to me in my comment section. But let me paint the picture what I'm talking about real quick. So I was talking about a lot of these rappers that we like when it comes to these trials and what they're accused of. Honestly, off the record, a lot of us probably believe that they did this shit that they being accused of. But technically, when you talk about this shit as far as what can actually be proved in court, many fans are pulling for the technicalities to help them escape them being free. But still, I'm sorry, them being prosecuted or held in jail for whatever time. But still, we support all the energy that, that praises this type of shit that was going on. A lot of motherfuckers like the Lil Durk situation. Everybody was saying slide for Vaughn and all those things, man. People love this type of energy, but when the shit follow through, they praying or hoping for some technicality for them to get off. But yeah, a lot of us turn a blind eye to the fuck shit, the stupid shit that these niggas still be finding themselves into. And you be like, damn, bro, I hope when y'all get this bread, I would hope that when y'all get this bread, y'all move on and make better decisions. Don't continue finding yourself in street shit. But for whatever reason, it keeps on happening. It keeps on happening. But all right, let's go ahead and move on to the next story. I'm going to be doing much more live streams midday like this. So I'm going to be much more up to date with what's going on with these court paperworks and stuff, because I'll have much more time to talk to them in long form on live stream. So you'll be hearing me read through the things instead of going through other people like we used to do for the Diddy shit. I'll be going through those shits with y'all. But before we wrap up for today, I want to get to this one damn topic, bro. This nigga here, man. So Kenan Thompson. This ain't Kenan Thompson. But this dude right here, what his name is, Chris Redd. He was on Saturday Night Live. And he backdoored Kenan Thompson for his chick. Now he on social media crying and shit because he took that man's leftovers, and she probably put that boy through hell. So he on social media after going behind Kenan Thompson, probably was dirty macking and all that shit, and he wants to go ahead and atone. I think he's trying to atone, trying to speak and be honest. Let's see what the hell this man got to say. All right.
Well, y'all, I'm not really one for resolutions or nothing like that, but I do have one that I'm going to be leading with a lot more vulnerability and openness in my work, in my life, whether it's here on the internet, all my platforms and shit, or if it's on that stage, And in order to do that, I got to really do that. So I wanted to address something that's kind of this, I guess, been around for a long time, 4 or 5 years now, but I've never addressed it. I know a lot of people talk about me dating Kenan Thompson's ex-wife, and how that came to be, and
it was his ex-wife. Oh, I thought it was just a girlfriend or some shit. Oh shit. Y'all niggas passing around a jar of mayonnaise like crazy, huh? Y'all love that shit.
And I'm gonna just tell it to you straight, man. It wasn't no plan. I saw everything that everybody said. Every single thing that everybody said, I saw it, And bottom line is, I'm not the type of person to scheme on a person. I'm not the type of person to even date somebody that like one of my homies has dated. This is a very unique, nuanced thing that happened. We were all cool. There was not. I was never like hitting. It was never nothing crazy until it got crazy. Bottom line is, I while I was at the show, I had some pill issues. I had some pill problems. Nothing too crazy, but crazy for my black ass. And I was even selling some to the people. So some of my castmates. I'm not gonna snitch on y'all motherfuckers, man. But it was really funny to me that I would be around on this shit, and people would talk shit about it and talk shit about me, and I would hear them because some of that Adin Ross shit got you fucking super hearing and shit, but wouldn't help me. I would have panic attacks, wouldn't be concerned about me and nothing, just would talk shit. And it was crazy how somebody would watch you destroy yourself. This lady was the only.
This nigga was on Saturday Night Live selling drugs. That's fucking crazy. Selling drugs and snatching your homie chick, his ex-wife. What the hell's going on that damn show, bro? No wonder we barely get laughs from this shit. Everybody fucking high.
Only one.
Not the good type of high, not the funny type of high. The weird ones. That's why they ass be acting weird as shit.
To call me on my shit, help me with my shit. She helped me with my therapy journey, and she told me things about her life that made me look at a lot of people involved in it differently,
Trauma bonding, that's what it sounds like.
And in that time, we fell in love, man, and I felt bad from the start. It's always
my bad. I keep cutting it off. I'm just thinking about how this possibly happened. She was telling you shit about her life, and it made you look at people's lives, like other people around her, life differently. Oh, you for sure was dirty macking, man. You for sure was dirty macking. Off them pills, being a dirty Mac, for sure.
Felt like an emotional double-edged sword for me because I really love everything me and Kenan did, bro. I really appreciated every piece of work that we put together. I think that we were a great team, and I hate doing something to somebody that I know would hurt them. No matter who they are, no matter what they've done, that's just not how I'm built. I'm not built like that. I'm a player for this shit at all, But I did choose love, and that's what this story is. And, you know, it made me look terrible. You know, it made me look terrible to people that I love. And, you know, a lot of my fans. So I didn't know how to do this without doing this. I'm in therapy, nigga. So, like, ever since I figured out that I'm more sad than angry, all my anger issues have turned into tears, nigga. Like, it's crazy, bro. But, you know, to all the fans I disappointed, you know what I mean? Like, just know this was not something, I don't feel like a pimp. I don't feel cool about this at all, besides the fact that I found someone that makes me feel like I didn't even know what love was for real. And I just felt like I couldn't miss out on it. And love is not sensical. And me and him talked about it. And I'm not going to say, and we were cool and we continued to work for a year after we talked about it, you know, and I remember it specifically being said, you know what, let's just keep this shit under wraps. And as soon as everybody found out, shit changed. But look, listen, this is the type of thing that, and you can have a conversation with a nigga about that shit, but she can switch on a dime. You know what I'm saying? Like, because this is so serious. And now that I'm in that kind of love, I understand, you know.
It sounds like he's still with her.
I understand it completely. You know, I felt like there's probably, outside of not doing this at all, there's different ways I could have went about this shit, you know, and, but I was in love and I was, you know, and I was spiraling out, bro, and that's what happened. And then by the time everybody found out and the world found out, I was out of there from SNL, you know. And so when I got punched in the face, which we will have jokes about that for sure at the show, most people who know me from back home would know that, you know, I would be retaliating in a heartbeat, but not this time, bro. This time it felt like fair enough. Anyway, this wasn't meant for laughs. It's just meant for me to just put some narrative on something that a lot of folks is already talking about, but won't bring it up to me at all. You know, I'm sorry for the people I disappointed with this. Just know it wasn't to be a dick. It felt like a love I couldn't miss out on, and I had to shoot for it. And I've never put anything above my comedy and my work. But I felt like I couldn't move on to the next stage of this creatively without addressing this. So if you don't like seeing grown men cry about hard choices they made, this is going to suck for you as a video. This is going to suck to me to look back on. But 28th, caveat, New York City, I will be starting to address all of this. The whole show's not going to be about this, okay? The whole show's going to be about love. So you know what? I'm gonna have little sheets on the table. You tell me what you've given up for love. You tell me what you sacrificed for love once, you know. And let's just talk about it together, whether it's good or bad, you know. And I'll see you on the 28th at the caveat, baby.
What y'all think about that, fam? Y'all think it's okay for your coworker or I don't know if they was cool or homies or whatever, but somebody as a coworker to start dating your wife, get married to your ex-wife, moving that way, met her through you, they venting and confiding into each other about you. I don't fuck with that shit. I don't fuck with that shit. Hell nah. It's too many women out here, my boy. Especially, you know, supposed to have some type of clout, some type of notoriety. You can go ahead and get a different woman, my boy. Like I don't agree with that shit. Let me see people say in the comment section. Silence wasn't an option for him. This sound like an Angela Yee and Mano Confessions call in. Homie just needed to get this off. We can't do nothing with his info. He's not fully recovered. He's still blaming people. All I saw was the word X and wonder why is this even news, or is he saying this relationship developed before she and Kenan split? So this person condones it, obviously. All right. Information we did not need in the year of our Lord 2026. Did anybody ask for this information? Someone summed this up for me. I don't have the patience to slice through the 10,000 5-second clips. I guess they broke it down a lot. I didn't do that for y'all. But we ain't hear from bro since Kenan got that man blackballed. The part that gets me is he saying it's crazy how people will watch you destroy yourself. An addict needs to seek help. No one can make you get help. That reminds me of that situation. Y'all seen the situation with that boy from Nasty Classified? Everybody trying to help that man. He does not want it. That man want to do his dope in peace. Every time they try to come back and get that boy some type of relief, he ends up back on the street. So yeah, addict gotta want to get that shit done for themselves, man. They gotta want to get this shit done for themselves. But yeah, people like him, they want to go ahead and push the emotional burden on other folks once they done did some fuck shit. That's what he's doing right now. He's crying and saying, just as long as I acknowledge that I did some fucked up shit, I can start moving past it. But people still gonna look at you some type of way because, I don't know, man. I just can't agree with that shit, man. D May, I'm just about to get off live. I appreciate it. Listen, saying I'm so happy I caught your live. I'm just about to get off, man. But look, I'm going to be starting to be live pretty much almost every single day around the same time, probably even longer periods of time. I'm trying to be on every single, well, at least Tuesdays through Fridays. I'm gonna make sure I get on moving forward so we can chat, talk shit, and catch up on a lot of different topics, especially the ones that may not be ready for uploads. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure we cover them on live so we can continue building. I used to do late night lives, but my gym schedule just don't align with that shit, dog. I be having to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning for the gym so I could be able to really max out my day. So I had to leave from that late night lives. We're gonna do probably late night lives sporadically, not all the damn time. But listen, no, I am not single. I appreciate you asking though. Appreciate you asking. But hey though, man, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here though. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all gonna say in the comment section below. Watch the playback. I'm gonna be chopping this up for y'all and giving y'all more content as I see things pop up as far as updates and all that good shit. But hey though, man, y'all, appreciate y'all for hanging. We can go ahead and slide, man.